All right, hello everybody. James Koh alongside the champ, Jon Jones. Jon, getting ready for your big fight against Alexander Gustafsson. Talk to me a little bit about Alex. I guess in your mind, he's been a little bit more disrespectful to you in the recent weeks.
Well, I was a little surprised to hear the interview he did recently when he was like, he called me an immature child in an adult's body and said that I was a bully. I definitely can be really immature at times. You know, I'm a young guy and I like to have fun with life. But him calling me a bully kind of made me feel like he was like searching to be the golden boy or something like that and trying to make me look like a bad person to you know, maybe enhance his stock in some way. It was silly. It was silly. I'm actually glad he did it though, because it's added a little extra motivation.
Talk to me about his Phil Davis fight. You saw something there.
I felt as if Phil Davis took his soul, took his heart. Took his will to fight away in under 5 minutes. And he tapped with 8 seconds left. I think he was being choked for only 2 seconds. So that showed me that, maybe he got claustrophobic in there, he got uncomfortable. Basically his will to fight was over. So that tells me a lot about his character and, really what type of heart he has towards the game. He's mentioned that he needs to stick and move in this fight, and I think it does show a lot about his psychology. I think stick and move is a psychology of the insecure fighter. Him knowing that he needs to stick and move against me shows me that he may feel inferior somewhere in his heart. And if that's in there, I'm definitely going to draw it out of him. I believe that he's never fought anyone close to me, and he's never experienced the reach and the height and the speed that I'm going to give to him. And I just believe I'm going to dominate the fight. So if you want to see a dominant performance, if you want to see a young man's dream come true, and that's me becoming the greatest light heavyweight that's ever competed, watch the fight.
No matter what you do, there are always critics. And the number one thing I hear always is that Jon Jones is cocky. I don't like that guy because he's cocky. What would you say to those critics?
I think people that criticize me and say that I'm cocky are people who maybe are just uncomfortable with people who work really hard and earn things. I think people who are striving to be a winner and a champion, I think they appreciate my attitude and they appreciate my work ethic. I think they draw from it and learn from it. So maybe the people who think I'm cocky could be fighting with some level of insecurity.
I want to switch gears a little bit. I want to talk to you a little bit about boxing. You said some very, very interesting things, and I have to ask you about it. You've actually considered now, at some point, not in the near future necessarily, but at some point you've thought about picking up boxing.
I just believe in myself. I really believe that if we work hard, we apply ourselves, and we believe wholeheartedly that we can do anything we put our minds to. And the thought of boxing has become way more real to me.
You talk about Vitaly Klitschko. Is he a goal? Is he somebody that you strive to box and fight?
Oh, well, I didn't say Vitaly, but one of the Klitschko's brothers. I believe that I'm a young fighter. I have a great chin on me, intelligence, work ethic. I believe in studying my opponents, and basically if you break down your opponent and you take it seriously enough and you surround yourself with the right people and have a good, healthy camp, I don't see why it wouldn't be possible for me to compete with those guys. You never know, maybe you could even come out with a victory. So yeah, it's been something I've been really, really thinking about, and maybe we can entertain that in the future.
When you talk about boxing a Klitschko, I mean, obviously the boxing fans are going to come out in full force and say Jon Jones is crazy. But, talking to you about this, even off camera, it almost seems as if you would take that fight, not necessarily to win or lose, but just to see something about yourself. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, definitely. I think, we miss 100% of the shots we never take. And why not take the shot? Why not give yourself the chance to be great, to be a world champion in 2 different sports? So yeah, a lot of people may think I'm crazy for even thinking about it, but the only limitations are the ones we put on ourselves, and I just don't believe in limiting myself.
Glover Teixeira has recently been calling you out as well. Your thoughts on Glover?
Glover, you know what? He's a great contender. He's exactly what I need, and I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm obviously going to have to alter my game a little bit to be ready for him, but I've fought in a lot of fighters like him, I believe, and I think I'll have what it takes to just be too much for him.
Anderson Silva is another guy a lot of fans have been clamoring for. I know I've been really thinking that was a dream match. I'd love to see that fight go down. Do you see that still as a possibility despite the fact that he lost?
Yeah, everything's possible. That's not a fight that I've been like seeking. If you notice, I don't call out too many mixed martial artists. You know, I'm the type of guy who just takes them as they come, and you know, I'm pulling for Anderson in this next fight against Weidman. He's an idol of mine, and but to fight against him also will be an honor. So. You know, either way it plays out. If we never fight, I'll be happy. If we do fight, you know, so be it. It's just you just gotta kind of let it happen as it happens.
A new fight, new super fight that's kind of been percolating, gaining a little bit of steam. You between Cain Velasquez. It's an interesting one because you guys are, I guess, similar in size. I mean, obviously he fights at heavyweight, and you've considered moving up to heavyweight.
You're just trying to start trouble, aren't you? Listen,
Always, my man, always.
listen to you. Cain he's a great fighter.
Yeah.
He's a really great fighter, and he has a great work ethic. He has a great arsenal of moves, and I believe in myself. I believe in my work ethic and my speed and athleticism, and I really believe that I can compete with anybody in the world when it comes to this sport. So only God knows what the future holds, but I'm definitely ready for a bright future.